Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, I want to explain about Waqf management in Malaysia. Firstly, the definition of Waqf literally means retention and connotes the tying up of property in perpetuity for the benefit of the public. In Islamic law, Waqf denotes holding certain property and preserving it for the confined benefit of certain philanthropy and forbidding any use or disposition of it outside its specific objective, an endowment of money or property made for benevolent reason. Do you understand? In Malaysia, the definition of Waqf is incorporated in the state enactment governing the Islamic affair of Waqf matter of for the state. Okay.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Syamil Wafi bin Jasni from IC 1105BA. My student number is 2018-256314. Today I'm going to present about the Waqf Management Enactment. Waqf Management Enactment. As we know in Malaysia, all the religious matter is under the power of Yang di-Pertuan Agong, which is YDPA. This thing is including Waqf. Then YDPA give the power in religious matter to the federal government. Then federal government give the power to the Sultan for every state. Then in each state they have a State Islamic Religious Council, and the power to control the religious matter is by the SIRC. The SIRC responsibilities. The first is Waqf property trusted under only SIRC. Second, all the document that related to Waqf property must keep by the SRIC. Then SIRC must be the own of the Waqf property. Fourth, SIRC must keep all the accesses from general Waqf property in the general fund of SRIC or the Baitul Mal. For certain Waqf property, SIRC must follow the intent purpose of the founder and must use all the accesses. Other than SIRC, there are also a Jauhar and YWM. Jauhar is a Department of Waqf, Zakat and Hajj. In 2004, Jauhar were established and were announced by Malaysian former Prime Minister, which is Tun Abdullah Haji Badawi. The Jauhar function is to develop the Waqf property, because there are some of Waqf property that are not productive. Then for YWM is Yayasan Waqf Malaysia. In 2006, a national unit to manage Waqf were agreed to be created by the National Baitul Mal Coordination Committee. In 2008, Yayasan Waqf were created, where their role is working together with SIRC and Jauhar. There are 5 purposes of WYM, which is the first is collect Waqf fund by leading fundraising program. The second is develop Waqf property. The third is invest their fund. The fourth is conduct any program that are beneficial for them. The last is promote Yayasan Waqf Malaysia in order to promote people to Waqf. There are 3 types of Waqf legislation, which is the first is the administration of the religion of Islam enactment. The second is state Waqf enactment, and the third is kaedah-kaedah Waqf. There are only 4 states that have owns Waqf enactment, which is Selangor, Perak, Melaka and Negeri Sembilan. For Selangor, the enactment is enactment 15 tahun 2015, enactment Waqf Negeri Selangor 2015. For Perak, enactment 9 tahun 2015, enactment Waqf Perak 2015. For Terengganu, enactment 2 tahun 2001, enactment pentadbiran hal ehwal agama Islam Terengganu. There's also a scope, which is bahagian 5, kewangan Waqf Nazar dan Amanah. For Perlis, enactment 4 tahun 2006, enactment pentadbiran agama Islam 2006. For Melaka, enactment 5 tahun 2005, enactment Waqf Negeri Melaka 2005. Dan for Kelantan, enactment 4 tahun 1994, enactment Majlis Agama Islam dan Adat Istiadat Melayu Kelantan 1994. For Pahang, enactment 3 tahun 1991, enactment pentadbiran Undang-Undang Islam 1991. For Negeri Sembilan, enactment 5 tahun 2005, enactment Waqf Negeri Sembilan 2005. For Kedah, enactment 5 tahun 2008, enactment pentadbiran Undang-Undang Islam Kedah Darul Aman 2008. For Johor, enactment 16 tahun 2003, enactment pentadbiran agama Islam Negeri Johor 2003. For Sabah, enactment 5 tahun 2004, enactment Majlis Agama Islam Negeri Sabah 2004. For Sarawak, Ordinan 41 tahun 2001, Ordinan Majlis Islam Sarawak 2001. for Kuala Lumpur Akta Pentadbiran Undang-Undang Islam Wilayah-Wilayah Persekutuan 1993, and for Pulau Pinang Enactment 4 tahun 2004, and Enactment Pentadbiran Agama Islam Negeri Pulau Pinang 2004.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Tengku Ahmad Takyuddin bin Tengku Kaha. I am from IC110BA. Now I would like to present about the cash waqf managed in Malaysia. Cash waqf is more constructive as compared to land, books, buildings, and it is approximate to be effective in the modern Islamic financial system practice. Due to this reason, this is crucial to look into cash waqf as an alternative to waqf properties where the value of waqf can be enhanced through proper management. So this cash waqf is a big opportunity to improve waqf Islamic financial system in Malaysia. Next, we move on to legality. Many jurists recognize that the physical property replaced with the same value should be treated as the initial property. Its replacement is irreversible and thus find cash waqf to be legal on the grounds that its benefit can be retained even though the original piece of movable property is substituted. So according to Ibn Qudamah, cash waqf is legal in Islam. And among the scholars who make cash waqf are Imam Ash-Shafi'i, Hanafi al-Ansari, Ibn Abidin al-Haskafi, and Ibn Taymiyyah. So those scholars agree with the cash waqf system to improve financial system in Islam. Next, we move on to the what is module practice. What is waqf module practice in Malaysia? So one of the waqf module practice in Malaysia is waqf facility. The society can easily enter the cash waqf as they are only expected to donate their money through cash or to deposit funds to the bank accounts through the waqf facility. The fund raised from the individual will be handled by a Nazir who has held as a Waqf agent on the basis of a wakalah arrangement under which the Nazir path take place. The money for specified project and any surplus will be returned to the fund for potential undertaking. So the picture below is how the waqf facility functioning from the depositor to the bank to the capital, and the bank will invest, then the profit from investment will go to the cash waqf account, then to the charity project. So this is the flow how cash waqf waqf facility are practiced in Malaysia.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. My name is Kamil Fikri bin Zulkarnain. I'm from IC110. My matric student card is 2018-806-948. Okay, we go to the Waqf shares. The Waqf shares has the ability to become one of the main socio-economic instruments in Muslim societies that will support communities in terms of education, healthcare, national security, transit service, basic infrastructure, food and livelihood opportunities. Then the shares would be donated to several religious organizations running mutawalli to handle the surplus funds. Then the Waqf share is made to encourage the Muslim community to consider Waqf as a practical instrument for improving the economic status of the Ummah, and to encourage Muslims to work together under the principle of cooperations. Then there are two organization which is Islamic Dawah Foundation called YADIM and the Malaysian Islamic Economic Development called YAPIM have implement this Waqf share system. History proves that the Waqf plays a very important role in nation's economic growth. In order to achieve sustainable growth in the entire sense, the Waqf has become a wealth transfer instrument. Okay, then this share Waqf lead to achieving the precise target of proper distribution of income and reducing the role of taxes from being a primary source of national income that burden the populations. Okay, then through the instrument, the poor pensions, regardless of religion, can get medical service at the minimum price. Okay, and then we go to the management of Waqf education.
a literature survey conduct shows that there are not many studies on Waqf for higher education in Malaysia. At present, and any study carried out based solely on Waqf for religious education college. The explanation for this is that the Waqf for education start with traditional education institution in Malaysia, such as sekolah agama rakyat, sekolah agama negeri, or madrasah and pondok. Then the management is the Waqf in the education needs professional management to ensure the survival of followers' education. The common practice is that he appoints himself or other people like a judge, which is Qadi, who has been officially appointed as the government representative. A good management will improve the effectiveness of the properties donated. Then the administrator is compulsory to manage the Waqf property properly by complying the terms and Islamic requirement. The administrator must be willing to act fair, wise, and honest, and incorporate honesty and trust in this management. Then the Waqf education management system is not uniform in every state. For example, in Johor, the Islamic Religious Department is a party that has full responsibility of the education institution. Based on the Waqf division in Johor, all costs of Islamic religions school is accrued by Islamic Religious Department. Then, other than that, running and development Waqf property to build the economy of Islam in this state. To achieve the purpose, property division has withdrawn and processed the fundraising permit for building the sekolah agama rakyat. I think that's all for me. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Azinaim bin Hazni from IC 1105BA. Okay, I will explain to all of you about Waqf management issues. First issues are lack of funds in utilizing Waqf property. Lack of financial funds will result in many planned development projects not being implemented. The number of property developers who are less interested in engaging in Waqf land development because the number of acres for Waqf land provided are less than 3 acres. Second, data acquisition problems. Data is an important factor on being a reference for an event that occurs. Good data storage will facilitate future reference, while the shortcomings that occurs in the data storage of the transaction will have a negative impact on the institution itself. Third, lack of information about Waqf in the community. People believe that the implementation of Waqf is only for Muslim, and they also concerned over the development of Waqf land if used for matters that violate Islamic laws such as gambling centers. Therefore, there is a need for strict monitoring of the activities carried out on the development of Waqf land. Fourth, lack of expert and knowledge of Waqf management. The problem faced by MAIS are such as the lack of professional and technical expertise in developing Waqf asset. This can burden officers who may take on additional workload. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Now we are going to action to address the problem of Waqf management in Malaysia. First action are set standard manual in data collection. Recommended that the Waqf implementation manual to provide standard guidance to all mutawalli, such as focusing on the registration and administration of Waqf property, to provide accurate, fast and sufficient information to the public on how to manage Waqf property to increase efficiency and effectiveness, improve Waqf property management. Second action are introducing the company through internet. It is advised that Waqf institution create electronic systems such as Cash Waqf through a website system on the internet for users who perform Waqf. Good cooperation between MAIS and some commercial banks is also practical in channeling Waqf collection by offering cash Waqf deposits through ATM machines only. Third, utilize Waqf property to the development of Islamic economy. If there is Waqf land that is characterized by agricultural land, the Waqf institution can cooperate with Felkara to provide labor to work the land for the rapid development of the Islamic economy. Close cooperation between Islamic scholars and developers is expected to synergize integration to develop creative thinking for the development of Waqf. Last action are increase the level of awareness about Waqf among the community. Maximizing communication can be done by using communication channels such as radio and internet. They can provide knowledge of Waqf by radio and also can hold awareness campaign on Waqf.
In conclusion, we need for a more reform and uniformity of Waqf management and administration in Malaysia, especially in the legal framework and financial aspect. It is suggested a standard law in relation to Waqf be enacted and be adopted by each state, so that there are uniformity in the law with regard to the power and authority for the development of Waqf property. The financial aspect for the development of Waqf property should also need to be looked into. It is clear that due to lack of financial resources, most of the Waqf property not being able to be developed. Thank you.